Hey everyone, Alexa here. So today I'm doing Jaylah from Star Trek Beyond. I saw this movie and I really liked it. So if I'm looking off to the side, I have my iPad up and I am just looking at a reference photo. I have my yellow contacts in. They're kind of hard to tell though because they're more on like the natural yellow side. So I'm starting off with some moisturizer and a fresh face. I am putting down the lightest foundation I have, which pretty much matches me at the moment. It's a little light, but that's okay. You can get it in your eyebrows too, since we are going to go over those. Yep, we're going to glue some eyebrows down. And then I'm going to put on my wig later. I like to do my foundation before I put on my wig, just because I feel like I won't mess anything up then. But we're going to do the foundation, glue the eyebrows down, and then start outlining and stuff like that for her black lines on her face. So once you have a good base, I'm just going to go over that with some white. We're going to go over it heavier later, but just to get a good base right now, we're just going to go over that with some white. Just keep blending, just keep blending. After we're done with that, we're going to put some concealer. Just use that foundation, or if you have anything lighter than that, use that in your eyebrows. Just fluff them up, fluff them through. I was just wanted to make sure I got it really heavily compacted on there. And then I started doing some eye work. You know me, I like to jump all over when I do these kinds of fun looks. So I'm starting with a crayon pencil, and I'm just taking that almost on top of all my lid because I've got kind of deep set eyes, and I'm just creating like a half moon. No wing, or like if it's a wing, it's not even. Just maybe a small little, I don't know, looks like you're kind of extending it. As you can see there, it's barely even a wing. So now take a powder puff, and yes, you do need a powder puff for this. So, and then really compact some eyeshadow or a white color on your brows. You may need to do this 4, 5, 6, 7 times before you get it to the consistency you want it to be at. And then at my final end, I was sneezing a lot, so my eyebrows kept coming unglued, just because of my allergies. So I did my best to cover them up. I should have started with this, but I just didn't think about it. I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, you definitely should. So this took me about 4 times, and I've got, you know, medium to, like, I don't know, I've got like medium brows. And then I just used the powder puff, and I just put that one all over my face. And I didn't go down my neck with the powder puff just because I hit pan on my Tako color from Sugarpill, that beautiful stark white, and I didn't have anything else that looked like that, so I was like, I don't want to waste it, just in case I wanted to do Jaylah again, or, you know, do anything else with it. But that is why I didn't go down my neck with it, and I go down with some different colors. I look so weird right now. The hard thing about the powder puff is just getting everything on there as blended as possible. Everything is the right consistency. So as you can see, it's a little patchy in some places, but I went back a lot. I didn't show you guys all of that, but I went back and I fixed some of it. So now I'm just doing some mascara on my upper lashes. We're not going to do any lower because we are going to outline some of that black. She really doesn't have lower lashes, so yeah, we're just doing the upper lashes with our mascara. We're going to put some falsies on as well. So here it is. I put the wig on. I just kind of pinned it back a little bit so I could draw. Of course, I don't have as big a forehead as her. I didn't create like a false bald cap or anything like that. But what's going to take you probably the most time is outlining and making sure everything's as even as you could humanly possibly get it. I know one side of my lines around my mouth turned out a little bit bigger, and one side of my forehead line turned out a little bit bigger. But I think I did a decent job outlining everything. And I used eyeshadow, a combination of eyeshadow, like a really pigmented black eyeshadow, and my NYX liquid liner. Just because my eyeliner, I didn't want it to run out. I'm trying to conserve as much things as possible, so I was like, I guess I'll just outline with with an eyebrow brush and some black, and just fill in the rest with the black eyeshadow. You could also use a black lipstick and then go over that with some black powder. I feel like that would have taken me less time as well. But, you know, we live and we learn. We make mistakes. So that's fine. Or we make discoveries, as my school calls it. So if you guys have any more Halloween requests, please be sure to leave those in the comments down below. I'd love to get to them. You can check out my previous video. I'll have it somewhere here where you can see all the stuff I'm going to be working on. I really want to do Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy, but green really scares like me doing like a whole face, like a whole body of green, like a whole face décolleté, you know, of just green. Because like I said, I am trying to conserve my Sugarpill palette as much as I can, but we will see. So now I'm putting on some pretty, she's got kind of like pointy false lashes. I didn't exactly have that, so I chose some longer, some fuller lashes that were kind of spaced out, like not a full set in between everything. And then she doesn't really have eyebrows because we covered up our eyebrows, but she kind of has these lines protruding from like her nose bone out to her her black lines around like the forehead temple area. And she really doesn't have any lips. They're like a really light pale nude color if she has any at all. And then I just put some lip gloss over that because her lips are shiny. Here we go. We're using my famous coconut lipstick from NYX. Not my famous, but I love this technique a lot. Then we just use whatever's left over on our powder brush, and I did use a little bit of some gray eyeshadow just to kind of make it all blend together. My face though. This was a really nice shirt. I don't know why I decided to do makeup in this shirt, but I did. So I really didn't get it as close to the shirt as I could, just because it's a really nice shirt and I didn't want to get it really dirty. So that's that story. And here we go. Here is Jaylah. I didn't do as great a job styling the wig. I needed to wash this wig, to be honest. And my other wig was just, no, it just wasn't working out. So I definitely apologize for not having my wig as styled as I could have. And I feel like I could have done a better job on her eyebrow lines. But we live and we learn. If you guys would like me to do another Jaylah, like a full-blown, like no mess around Jaylah, just let me know. And like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, please be sure to leave those in the comments down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!